Hello, FeelaBeast88 here, and today I'm here to review The Play's the Thing. It's the newest Choice of Games game. You play as a new playwright at the Odeon, the most prestigious theater in Medeiros, the city where the game takes place. It's a 245,000 word game. It felt pretty long. Like, I don't know. I didn't time myself, but it felt like, 2 hours minimum I probably felt playing. It felt pretty long. It has a lot of replayability in my opinion, because you can decide to write different plays with different focuses and different meanings, Like in the game, you can write the same play as a romance or a comedy. You can decide to kind of maybe write the play to focus more on like star power, having a powerful cast, or like maybe the amazing effects. And it actually leads to different scenes playing out before and during the performance, You don't just get a different wall of text when the play is actually performed. Like, you actually get different scenes. There's some more like, it has all the usual customization options. You can play as a man, a woman, a non-binary individual, choose your hair color, your eye color. None of it really matters except for the romance, obviously, when you choose your gender. There are 4 different romance options, and they all change gender depending on how you set your sexuality. And, all the romance options, I don't know, they're unique enough. They all don't feel like the same character, but you don't really get too many scenes with them. Like, you can kind of tell that romance was on the back burner during the writing process, but I don't mind it too much because I find the story a lot more interesting in this game, at least, than the potential romances. And they don't really set them up like to be anything special or too interesting. You can romance your best friend, one of the royal family members, a guard, or the director of the plays. Like, I don't know, like all the romances, like other games do that same romance better. And all the romance scenes like feel the same. The final romance scene always happens in the prop room at the Odeon. They really just didn't put too much effort into it. But again, romance wasn't a big part of the story, so I can understand why. The game takes place in a low fantasy setting, so there is magic, but other than that, it's basically just a normal medieval city. And your character can control magic if you set your backstory to focus on that more. Honestly, deciding your backstory isn't too exciting in this game, like, at all. Like, choosing one of the backstories can lead to something interesting happening later in the game, but other than that, your backstory only affects stats. There's really not, like, you don't get, like, to play through your backstory a little bit. Like, all you do is select options, and which options you choose makes your stats go up. Which, a lot of these games do, but I would have liked to have been surprised. So was this game good? Yeah, it was. I would recommend it, but oh god, I don't really like the curse aspect of this game. And this is a complaint I have about a lot of Choice of games, and that is that the B plot line doesn't add too much. Like, I don't want to have to deal with a curse and the whole city's going to hell because of the curse, and there's a whole bunch of drama with it. I don't know. I just want to be a playwright. Like, why do you have to add an end of the world storyline too? I enjoy these games because they have settings and stories other games wouldn't even touch. Like, there is no other game where you can play as a playwright in a low fantasy setting. So why couldn't you focus on that? Like, take out all the curse stuff, maybe add some more plays you can write, or go more in depth with the characters. I think the Dragoon Saga does it super well, because the game is about you playing as a cavalry officer in a Napoleonic era warfare setting. And that's what you get to do. There's no like super Hitler who wants to come and destroy like both sides and take over the world. Like, there is no like end of the world like scenario set up behind this story. And I wish they just would have focused the scope of the game more on just being a playwright. But other than the curse stuff in the game, really enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I thought it was better than Battle Mage. The authors of this book also wrote The Eagle's Heir and the Stronghold game. It's pretty up to par with what they've written before. Pretty good game, and I recommend buying it, especially while it's on sale right now. That's all I have to say about it. This has been Beast 88. I mean, geez, this is like my first upload in God, a couple of months. I mean, I don't know. I doubt anybody really cares, but I'll try to put out some more videos. It's just kind of hard. I guess, I've written like half scripts so many times, and it's like, what the hell did I just write? Right, I write this. But I mean, hey, this video actually came out. So I mean, thanks for watching. This has been Beast signing off.